everyone. It is Tuesday, March 21st. Where is this year going? Welcome to my channel. My name is Mary Mays. I am a meteorologist and I like to give the forecast every now and then. So we're going to talk about what's going on. Kind of a busy week, and there's some things that are happening later in the week that I think you really need to know about, especially if you live in the South. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And normally I try to edit things and make things look a little neater, but honestly, I don't have a ton of time today. So we are just going to get right into it. So we're going to start out with California. And this is the Weather Prediction Center's website, and this will show you kind of the excessive rainfall. And this is similar to, those severe weather categories, but in this case, it would be for flooding potential. So this is Southern California. Notice that's a moderate risk. And these come in 4 categories. So you have marginal, slight, moderate, and high. And when we had high-risk days out in California with that last really powerful atmospheric river event, there was a lot of flooding. If you live near burn scars, if you're on a hillside, there's a lot of hazards with this, and it's been such a busy year. I think this is our 12th atmospheric river event so far. Don't quote me on that. I'm still kind of learning a little bit more about how atmospheric rivers are classified, but that's what I've gathered so far. We've had a lot of these since the end of 2022 into 2023. And this has been incredible for the drought, not so incredible for people who live there because, yes, you need the water, but the power outages, the, crumbling hillsides, that sort of thing is not fun. So thinking about you guys, please stay safe. And with this system right here, we're going to go ahead and just talk about it real quick. We're going to look with kind of the general view of the U.S. Actually, I think I might put this on California or the West Coast because actually we're going to put this on the Southwest. So what you see is a lot of this is going to be moving into, the Southwest as well. You've got that slight risk there. You got the marginal risk. So what you're seeing is, this heavy rain and snow, not only is it impacting, and you can really see the swirl of that Pacific low, what you got is a low pressure system, and then you got that band of tropical moisture that we often refer to as an atmospheric river. That's coming in as well. So that's what you're getting with these, Southern California mountain ranges, parts of the Sierras, another few feet of snow, like 2 to 6, I think, in those higher elevations. And then at least a couple of inches and probably 4 or more along the hillsides and in some of the valleys, which by California standards, that's a lot. So this continues into at least tomorrow and beyond. And then you see that snow spreading into the Rockies and even up into the plains. So we're not quite done yet with this pattern. It's going to continue, and it looks like we've got some more moisture on the way, possibly by the end of the week into next weekend. This only goes out until Thursday, so that's what we're looking at. I'm going to switch back to the continental U.S. to get a look at the lower 48. Looks like we got a little clipper system there kind of riding in, and then you get this secondary one coming in behind it. Once again, upper Midwest, North Woods getting quite a bit of snow. You folks are used to it, but it can be a bit of an issue. And another thing too is a lot of times if you have a powerful low on the backside, you get that those north winds, those northwest winds. So then you get more snow on the snow belts. We had quite a bit of lake effect snow over the weekend. I think the UP saw like a couple feet of snow. And then as we head into the later part of the week, what we're going to see is, especially Thursday into Friday is a severe weather threat. So we're going to be watching this little area, and if you switch over to a lower resolution model, this is the NAM 12 kilometer, you can kind of see the formation of those storms a little bit better. And it's sort of the same spots we've been seeing severe weather recently. That part of the forecast is likely going to change a little bit, and I'll be able to talk more about what you're seeing and also the threats as we get closer to the end of the week. But just a heads up, Thursday into Friday, we've got a severe weather threat. So today into tomorrow, atmospheric river, Southern California, you folks, that is quite the storm right there. And you're going to see in Southern California, that LA metro area into San Diego, up to 75 mile per hour wind gusts, which is insane. So there's a lot going on. You got the heavy snow also up in the Rockies, which is good for skiers. Not so great if you're trying to travel. If you don't have to be in mountain passes in those locations, don't. If you are traveling, there's going to be train controls and probably some shutdowns. But this season, it's happened over and over and over again, so you are probably used to it if you live there. But if you are traveling through, good luck and actually pay attention. You can see the little swirl of that low as it pushes into the plains and brings some of that heavy snow as well. And then you see that trailing kind of little system energy right there that's going to produce severe weather later in the week. Now, speaking of severe weather, notice this little cluster of storms here pushing in. This is basically into tonight and into tomorrow. And you'll see this little area right here also forming in behind it. There's actually a marginal risk from Kansas City into Peoria. And this is for tonight. And basically, a marginal risk is a storm could be strong, could be severe. It's not the biggest threat. It's just something to keep in mind just in case. And the reason I'm pointing this out is if you have indoor parking and you're in that green area, that darker green, put your car inside your garage because you could see large hail with these storms. It's not a guarantee, but it is a possibility. You got that 5% chance of seeing, some golf balls within 25 miles of your, house. So if you live in Kansas City, there's a 5% chance one of those storms within 25 miles could have golf ball size hail. Not the biggest threat, but it's a threat nonetheless. And for me personally, I'd put my car in the garage or under a carport just in case. Probably won't be a big deal, but it is a big deal if you just happen to be really unlucky. So there's that. Also, if you want to take a look, we've got plenty of winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, plenty of wind risks there in the kind of darker shades of tan. Big old hot mess for the West Coast, or I should say Southern California, especially in Central California, into Nevada, into Arizona, up through Utah, into the Rockies, the Four Corners, just a big old hot mess of all that. So as we go into the end of the week, we're actually going to see a pretty significant warm up. Let's see, let me look at surface temperatures real quick. So I can show you this. We're going to put this in Fahrenheit. So it's been cold in the South. I am in the Nashville area, and guys, I'm so sick of it. It has been really chilly, but look at this warm up. Yeah, as we go into the end of the week, this is, this is probably Wednesday evening. So you can really see that warm air pushing into the south. Look at that by the end of the week. That is going to help fuel that severe weather threat we see Thursday and Friday. So let's go ahead real quick, take a look at that. Slight risk on, let's see, this is, I think, Thursday. And once again, it looks like large hail and damaging gusts Thursday afternoon through Friday morning. And, this just kind of really is for, kind of skirting central Texas there up through Wichita Falls into the Oklahoma City area. It's not the biggest threat we've ever seen. And, we're just looking at the probabilistic categories yet. But when you're breaking it down into risk, looks like a wind and hail event. And then kind of the same story as this line pushes to the east. You're on a day 4 risk, which is Friday. And this is a 15% risk of some severe storms. And this does include Nashville. So I'll be on alert on Friday as this line of storms rolls through. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal. However, it is a severe weather threat. And, as you get into this time of year, spring and winter are fighting for control. You've got these bursts of warm air coming in, but you still got some lingering cold air. And that's why you tend to start to see severe weather ramping up in the next couple of months. April, May, even into the first half of June tend to be the prime time for severe weather. Here in Middle Tennessee, April is usually the bigger month. And if you're down by the Gulf Coast, you can see severe weather any time of year, but you start to really see more systems rolling through and kind of maybe moving up a little further north and also west into that traditional severe weather alley. But anybody could see severe storms, and we've seen it time and time again. We've had December outbreaks. We've had outbreaks any time of year. But spring, traditionally, typically, statistically, is going to bring your biggest threat of severe weather just because of the clashing of those air masses. So there's a lot to talk about. I'll have another update, hopefully with a little bit more detail on the severe weather threat, either tomorrow or Thursday morning. I'll try for tomorrow, but just want to make sure you stay safe. And it's that time of year where severe weather is more common. please make sure you have your severe weather safety plan in place. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was a little scattered, but I just wanted to do a quick update. And I'm going to start doing some kind of different videos on this channel where I do a series. So I know a lot of folks want to know, how do I become a meteorologist? And I'm going to do a series on that starting in the next couple of weeks, where I discuss, what kind of schooling you need, how to become a meteorologist. Should you take the college route? There's the military route. There's different ways to become a meteorologist, which you might not know about. And then I'll discuss, what jobs are available. And then since I was in broadcast for 10 years, I am really going to break down what it's like to be a TV meteorologist. So that's going to be on the way. If there's anything else you have some burning questions about, just write them in the comments, because I would love to know, and I want to do some more videos on this, kind of explaining weather instead of just doing these forecasts, which I do enjoy doing, but I want to switch things up a little bit. So thank you guys for watching. If you are watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, go right ahead, click it, and make sure you can see my videos. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful and safe week ahead, and I will try to give you some more forecast updates before the end of the week. So talk to y'all later.